May I now invite Engineer Mandana Yapa to deliver the
President of the IESL, Brigadier Dr. Anurag Singha, President-elect, past presidents, Engineer Ranjit Rubasingha in the head table, dear colleagues, members of the family of late Professor R.H. Paul, ladies and gentlemen. Indeed, it's an honor and a privilege for me to be invited to deliver this memorial lecture of such a remarkable person as late Professor Paul, who is recognized as the father of electrical engineering education in Sri Lanka. As the President himself expressed, I do believe and consider that it's a timely topic, very much relevant to today's situation, and an issue that all engineers, both who are seniors here and those that are just upcoming young engineers, should discuss. Because I firmly believe that we are somewhat disarrayed or lost in focus in our approach in engineering education, more than education, I think in engineering practice. Having had the fortune of working in one of Sri Lanka's largest and excellent engineering institutions like Colombo Dockyard, which had renowned engineers in the caliber of Mr. Raghunathan, Professor T.K.W. Penao just mentioned while we were over there that Mr. Raghunathan, late Mr. Raghunathan was one of his friends and contemporaries. I consider I have come across many situations where I came to the conclusion, or rather to the thinking, that we need to seriously look at that issue. So when Engineer Ranjit Rubasingha contacted me a couple of weeks back and requested me to make this memorial lecture, and we had a brief chat, and the result was to select today's topic. Having gone through Professor Paul's biography, what caught my attention was that Professor Paul, at the age of just 26 years, would have had many opportunities to establish himself well in the greener patches of the UK as a young, educated bachelor. But instead of doing that, he thought it is his duty to come back to Sri Lanka and start teaching and creating opportunities for many hundreds and perhaps thousands generations of engineers to come. He had a vision in his life, and not only he had a vision in his life, he was dedicated and committed to his vision until his retirement and perhaps death at the age of 78 years. This is something that we all can take in summarizing his illustrious career as an educator, as an engineer, and as a person par excellence that he used to be. His vision was such that he worked relentlessly until it was transformed into a full-fledged degree-awarding university. He started teaching at the Colombo Technical College, Ceylon Technical College, but worked relentlessly until it gradually transformed into a fully-fledged campus and an university. And to achieve this in one's lifetime, I think is not an easy task. That is what the commitment he had. He was an academic and a practitioner who took time to apprentice in the industry at his early stages of the career. And we are talking about engineering practice today, which I am going to dwell upon slightly detailed in the latter part of my speech. Finally, his purpose was not that of merely achieving personal goals, which is more common today, but dedicating himself towards far broader societal goals, contributing towards the development of the society at large and the engineering community. A noble way of living one's life, and lot for all of us to learn through Professor Paul's lifestyle. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let's go a little more deeper into today's topic for discussion. On the backdrop of Professor Paul's illustrious career as an engineer, teacher, and a professional. The theme I have been requested to talk upon is engineering education and practice, issues and future challenges, which I believe is an important aspect that Professor Paul himself would have to dwell upon during his entire career. Had he not found answers to this issue, I do not think that we have the engineering education system that we have today. The fact that he has been able to find answers is the result of our engineering education system today. So therefore, as for me, the topic is relevant and timely. Relevant because, as I believe, we in Sri Lanka are at the threshold of significant economic and social change for development. I see Professor Paul as a person who belongs to the great men, and of course women, who are able to give meaning to the independent Sri Lanka. Being subjects of a colonial nation, having had the privilege in educating himself in the then existed colonial education system, he was able to establish himself well in the independent Ceylon, making his own choices in supporting the economic development of the country. Similarly today, after enjoying that freedom for over 6 decades, to be precise 6.5, and in my own personal view, quite disarrayed and perhaps even lost in our focus, we are about to launch ourselves from a middle income level country to a developing country. That brings the relevance as well as the timeliness of this topic. The questions that immediately come to my mind are, where are we? And in which direction should we go from here? Let me start by giving you some food for thought. I just returned from an overseas business trip to Japan, and this lecture was supposed to be on the 9th, the birth date of late Professor Paul. But unfortunately, I was engaged in some other